What's up, everyone? This is the Fraser LeVay podcast with a hobbling Uncle Blaiso. Just had a little hip replacement surgery, so he's going to suck it up, power through it like Jordan's flu game, I think.
Well, yeah, you got to, right? Just can't, you can't just mail it in.
No.
Plus, it's pretty boring, man. Can't move, can't do anything.
That's fair. Get you in the house, but out of the house. Love it. Today we've been texting about, it's been a shitty couple weeks of football. So, but we've got some good things to kind of get us through it. We got to pound through some NFL divisions of what we thought we knew, what we know now, a little pulse check, college football updates, go through some past week betting lines and see where we messed up and how we can improve, because I've been off. The last couple weeks have been brutal. Some bets to kind of look at that we had to start the year and some new ones to do. And but first, I think I got to do a rant. We've talked about this. Thankfully, Blaze doesn't really care about the subject, so you won't have to, be too upset about how I go on this road. But we got to get into it. Bad Bunny and Turning Point and their All-American show. Just so you know, I go both ways. Politically.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, hey.
Where are we going to this podcast? Is that Ned still kicking in? I thought that was a different show.
Bad Bunny flows perfectly into that, because I think if you don't support Bad Bunny during the Super Bowl, it's the most un-American thing you could do through just the facts. This is not politically. I'm just going to give you some quick facts. Gilly will hate that I'm giving facts, but here we go. 4 facts why Bad Bunny and not liking him performing at the Super Bowl is the most un-American thing you can ever do. 1, Bad Bunny is an American citizen. President Trump is his president. So this would be an American halftime show.
He's actually like a Trump supporter?
No, but he is an American citizen, and Trump's his president. So,
well, things are a little divisive down there. I don't think everyone would say that he's their president,
but he is.
Technically.
In fact, in the last 20 years, there's been a ton of non-American halftime shows. Paul McCartney, U2, Coldplay, The Who, The Rolling Stones, Phil Collins, legendary Shania. So it doesn't seem it's a non-American thing. It's, something's different between The Who, Rolling Stones, Phil Collins, and Bad Bunny. I don't want to make this racial or political, like I said, but it just seems to be a missing. 2, Bad Bunny. This is one of my favorites. Bad Bunny dressed in drag for a music video in which he was just talking about inclusivity, which goes against apparently American values, whatever. That's great. But just so you know, every rock and roll hero, American rock and roll hero of our time, is dressed in drag. Not all these American, but the Rolling Stones, Gene Simmons, Steven Tyler, Dave Grohl, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper, Kurt Cobain. The list goes on. Non-American, but every rock and roll person is dressed in drag. Unrelated, but I'm sure some kids in Chicago dress as Caleb Williams for Halloween. But my biggest thing that's very exciting is hero. A lot of people's hero. Vice President J.D. Vance dressed like a woman in 2011 at a college party when he went to Yale. So, Bad Bunny's dressed in drag. J.D. Vance, Vice President's dressed in drag. I don't know. Is this about being dressing in drag, or what is this? Finally, number 4, not to bore you, Blaze, but Bad Bunny did not make himself the halftime performer. He didn't say, I'm going to do that, and he did it.
Yeah.
It was the NFL and the owners who made him the halftime performer, which I'm pretty sure the NFL owners are about 90% Republican, especially that guy in Houston. So, as we talked about, the NFL is a business based on capitalism. They want to globalize the league. This is why you see games in Brazil and all over the world. Already, American, Canadian, white men are watching the game. That's not helping them build revenue. So let's bring in a new audience, which is people from around the world. Makes sense to bring in the biggest superstar outside of Taylor Swift to perform in terms of sales, everything like that. So this is making the NFL owners and the NFL more money, which is in essence capitalism, which I conclude, if you're anti-Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl, you're against an American citizen making a living performing, your anti-free speech, the Second Amendment, which everyone loves right behind guns. And finally, your anti-capitalism, which, folks, I think that's the most un-American thing I've ever heard. So that's my rant, please.
All right. You're about to get a real treat here.
Yeah.
Groot. Hey, Groot.
Oh, let's just shut up, Groot. Yay!
What's that?
Well, we have Groot. I want to add a funny...
Just got home.
Groot's home. A funny anecdote, too.
Let's come back to this side. Yeah, good.
There we go.
That's the side. Thanks, pal. That feels great. Okay. It's like, hey.
He's so cute. This is a big boy.
Yes, an appearance by Groot on the podcast. I
love it. A funny anecdote for people out there who will just appreciate this. Blaze won't listen to Bad Bunny, and which I get. It's not his style. But he also doesn't, he doesn't sing in English, which Blaze is like, he's not listening to something he can't understand.
I can't hear the words. I don't know. It's just
I get it.
I don't watch Spanish movies either, so it's not.
Yeah, it got me thinking. I'm your top 3 favorite human being. You're my top 3 favorite, like the closest person I am in this world. Which by proxy, my son would have to be your top 4-ish favorite humans, or at least a very.
He's on a short list.
Yeah, and my son is factually Costa Rican and probably raised in Costa Rica, and speaks Spanish quite fluently. So I think our holidays are going to be very awkward around my household.
No. You're going to have to teach that kid some English. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think you'll know some English.
He's in Texas right now.
Yeah, it's true. English. He's flying Republican flags and everything. Getting his first gun.
Yeah, all your buddies there trying to get him to the west side quick.
Exactly.
The Super Bowl stuff's hilarious to me. It's like, pretty simple. If you don't care, like who's doing the halftime show, don't fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Usually, the party that we all go to up here, and usually halftime is just we start gambling. Last year, there was a old dude field goal kicking contest out in the street. It's always something, right? Whoever is interested, I don't want to just always say the wives, but usually the shows, it's like some are interested in the halftime show. The others go and do something else. This won't be any different. I'm not going to be watching the halftime show. It's kind of a break from the TV because you're watching the goddamn Super Bowl for 5 hours. So
yeah,
I don't know, take a break. Who cares? I mean, if Garth Brooks is playing, I'd watch a halftime show. When they brought out the old school rappers a couple years ago, that was a fantastic show. It was awesome. Loved it. I don't even, but obviously all the back in the day. But yeah, just newsflash: don't watch the show. I don't understand why people are so upset about it.
Yeah, and I mean, even to kind of point earlier, it was Jessica doesn't know a thing about football, but she was very excited about the Super Bowl halftime show and all of her friends. So it's
awesome. Well, look at what it was like when it was Taylor.
Yeah,
it was people went nuts. We've never had a busier party in place. He wasn't even there. He was out of town. The party was still at his house, and his wife and daughters. They all had friends over. It was quite the Taylor show for the halftime show.
And then one last rant, but this one's about events and ticket prices. My ticket price rant. I went to the state fair, which has been like this for years. I'm happy to see Las Vegas just losing money left and right. No one's going to Vegas. World Cup tickets are outrageous. Going to sports games now, you have to take out a mortgage. It's ridiculous. It's not even fans. In Phoenix, you go to a Suns game when they're good, and it's not actual fans. They priced out all their actual true fans. All it is a bunch of rich white dudes and their little sugar babies who just want to get an Instagram picture. They've priced out all their fans. Old Town in Phoenix, one of our favorite places back in the day. We party there all the time. It's dropped off completely because it's just they're charging $25 for a vodka soda. The state fair attendance is crazy down here in Texas because it's now it's prices to enter. It used to be $5 to enter, and if you want a turkey leg, it's $24. If you want a ride, it's $30. It's just insane. So I'm happy everyone's getting stuck to them. That the price gouging is hopefully on the way down because I'm sick and tired of all and have been for.
Yeah, I think it's a problem everywhere, and it's like you said. I'm glad to see it starting to bite people in the ass because it's too much. I can't remember the last time I talked to somebody. And it doesn't obviously help with our dollar, but I can't remember the last time I knew somebody from my peer I went to Vegas. It's just off the list now. It's why would you go? The price is just ridiculous. Why bother?
Yeah,
because you can gamble anywhere now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's sad to see, and I know people are just trying to make a living, but at some point, like you can go to places, even local sporting events where they're selling hot dogs for like $8. I can buy the thing at Costco for $1.50.
Yeah.
You
It's
telling me
insane.
yours cost you that much more? You're buying them at Costco.
Yeah. It's insane. It's like COVID happened and they use it as a reason to inflate prices and then they never took them back down. It's just
Never.
insane.
100% called it was going to happen to you.
Mm.
Never did things go back. And
Yeah.
but what you're starting to see is not that it's great, but you're starting to see the fast food places, their food's dropping. They're doing their sales. More pubs and restaurants are doing happy hour and other kind of stuff like that to try and get people back in the door because everyone's said, fuck it, I'll just eat at home.
It's crazy. It actually, I think it reduced alcoholism in the USA, the cost of drinking, because there's now like kids 18, which you can't drink in the USA 18, but people do. 18 to 25, like, don't drink anymore. It's dropping off a cliff. Like, going to clubs isn't a thing. It's just, well, drugs obviously have increased, but I mean, it's just priced people out from going to nightclubs and partying. It's wild.
For sure. Alcohol is down everywhere. It's probably a lot to do with price, but
yeah,
it's also just the new generation just doesn't drink. They didn't grow up as much as yours, mine, and all the ones before.
Mm-hmm.
So, and even around here, like wine sales apparently are down everywhere. The whole industry is down. It's just people are just drinking less.
Yeah,
you get greedy and you start charging too much for your product. People just won't buy it.
Absolutely.
So brings me back to that. Hopefully, we're not charging too much for this extravagant.
Yeah, exactly. Thankfully, it's been free and probably will be free for quite some time.
Well, that's good. We'll still get some consumers.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, one last thing before we get into sports. This is sport related. It got me thinking. This is a little deep to go into, but how we talk about how kids aren't playing outside anymore. Like, they're on their phones and they're on the thing. Yeah. As a new dad who is sitting, I've been doing some self-thought, whatever that's the word I'm looking for. But I sit and watch football, let's say all day Sunday. I'm on my phone for work and for social media, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. So where your dad, my grandpa, and my dad, like, what was there to watch on TV back then? Everyone would gather around on Friday to watch one game a week or whatever. Now we have so much media we can watch, and everyone's doing it. So it's crazy. It's not the kids' fault, which we know it's the parents' fault anyways, but the kids are just watching me and I'm not even like a bad consumer of TV. Parents, I'm sure there's families out there watching TV from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m., when the baby's awake. For sure. And so that's all they see. So we're showing kids, here's what you do. Stay inside, watch shows, watch sports all day Sunday, all day Saturday if you can. Yeah. So anyways, that was my thought about how maybe
I do have to say, it's what I love about, I live on a pretty quiet street. You know how many houses? The kids here are always playing. Whenever it's nice out. Lately, it's still been pretty incredibly warm up here for this time of year. Non-stop yesterday. They're just running up and down the street, and they're not on electric scooters. They're not, like Terry even said this. They're not even on electric scooters. They're actually riding real bikes, which is, it's, I don't know. Kudos to the kids in my neighborhood. They're playing.
There we go. Shout out to them.
You go to some other neighborhoods around Kelowna, man, you just see kids just walking down the street just like this.
Yeah.
Or apparently the bike racks are just all electric scooters the whole way along.
Oh, wow.
They don't even ride a real bike.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's healthy.
Well, we got over our rants. Let's get into the NFL. Again, worst couple of weeks in football I can remember. Were there like 3 good games in the last couple of weeks? 4?
Oh, hold on. College football. Awesome.
Yeah. NFL, I'm talking.
Yeah, NFL. I mean, I think there's been some cool stuff. I loved Thursday. Like the Giants coming out of nowhere, just pumping the Eagles. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was one of the good games.
Drake May Superstar has been must-watch TV all the time.
Yeah. Groot's having a heyday back there.
Hey?
Groot's having a heyday back there.
Yeah, it's Groot. Yeah, Tara's banging around, making noise.
It
hasn't. It's tough because we're back in that thing where suddenly you get like 3 or 4 injuries, and there's only 10 good quarterbacks in the league. Mm-hmm. Really, like some of these games you're watching, you're just going, oh.
Yeah.
We had a quarterback not get any yards passing on Sunday.
Yeah.
0.
Which I definitely want to get into him. And I'm glad you brought that up. So I want to make a quick list of what are the QBs that are starting this year that we hope never see starting consistent time ever again.
Joe
Very.
Flacco.
Thank you. Which, God rest his soul, I
Come
love
on.
hearing him. He's hilarious. But yeah,
Come on.
Joe
Like,
Flacco,
Fields.
Justin
Man.
Fields, Tua, Browning.
Oh, it's so true.
What's his name in Carolina? Um,
No, Bryce is playing.
all right, you like Bryce.
Yeah, well, I don't like him. He's battling. He's
Mm,
had a couple of receivers now. He's doing all
yeah.
right.
Russell Wilson
Yeah,
started this year. We hope that never happens again.
Russell's. Yeah, we don't need to see him anymore.
Mhm.
Gino's on his way out.
It's so interesting. Gino just has fallen off a cliff.
Yeah, that seemed to happen quick. Sadly.
What is the OC in Seattle? Is it the same one like for a few years now? Like, is he some sort of guru that we're missing? Because
No,
obviously Sam
who is it?
Darnold's lighting it up there.
Yeah, I can't remember who it is, who they have up there, but it's he's looking good. He's looking really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I have a question: is Sam Darnold the new Kirk Cousins, where he looks really good, but then maybe when as we saw as a Vikings fan, I want to get rid
Yeah,
of him because I have that firm stance. If you can't win, you're just spinning your wheels to go 9-8 every year,
yeah,
or whatever first round exit. So yeah, I'm just wondering, like, Sam Darnold fell apart in 3 difficult games, maybe 4 difficult games last year. So I don't know.
yeah. I think it was 3, but I think that also coincided with your line fell apart. Like
Mm,
he was just getting worked. He had no shot.
yeah,
So
he
I
throws a beautiful ball. Like, he
yeah,
looks the part. Oh my god.
sure does. Sure does. And downfield too. I saw a stat today
Hmm.
that like all the highest percentage downfield throws right now is like him, Baker, and another guy who was passed off and then came back and
Rogers.
no, he's
Oh
throwing 6 yards at a
yeah.
time. Maybe
Uh,
Goff.
uh, yeah. It also helps with JSN just streaking down the field wide open.
Yeah, yeah, that kid's a menace.
Yeah, it's
He is
crazy.
so good.
Uh huh.
He's so good. He's like what? Is he top 5 receiver right now?
It looks like it. Yeah. I was scared away in fantasy because it's just, I think I got him for like $1 last year. And now he's, I didn't want to be, you spend,
Yeah,
let's say, $30-$40 on him this year, and he's not that great. And looks like whoever did is is well on their way.
totally.
Coaches, real quick. Coaches. I don't know if you saw this, but coaches in capri pants are 1-11 right now. So it's between Aaron Glenn and McDaniels. And real quick on Aaron Glenn, like I watched him on Hard Knocks and some other things. He just doesn't seem like, he seems like a rah guy, but he didn't
Yeah,
seem like the best decision maker. Brutal play calling. Like, you have to be the worst coach on earth when Justin Fields is arguing you about, hey, that's the wrong decision, and Justin Fields is right. Like, yeah. And then, too, did you see their fake punt or anything on it? Like, I watched it in real time.
so confusing. So confusing.
So, for anyone who didn't watch it, it was like 1 yard to go, and then the Broncos sniffed it out instantly. And even I was like, after it happened, I didn't realize he was in the backfield. But if I played football for a living and was on the other side, I would see this. Brees Hall was in the backfield, who carried the ball, who I'm
Yeah,
going to assume has never played special teams in his
he's
entire
never
life.
done it. No.
No. And apparently, the entire Jets offensive line, starting offensive line, was on the field. So the
Oh,
Broncos immediately were like, this is going to be fake. And he barely got it. Like, they could have just ran a regular play and the same outcome could have.
that's amazing. So let me get this straight. So the coach basically just said, "All right, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Quarterback, you leave. We'll bring in the punter,
Yes.
and away we go. They'll never see it coming."
Never. No. I was like, wait, did Brees Hall just carry that? What? They thought that was a fake? That's not a fake. That's a play.
This is an offense without a quarterback on the field,
Yeah.
which I guess for them might actually be better, but who knows?
I don't know if it's second worst. I'm sure there's a second worst, but for me, it's top. I can remember aside from the infamous Pat McAfee fake punt,
The best.
the best one of all time.
Still remember
Uh,
where we were. I still remember that. You know how mad you were.
what's going on? Is there, what other coaches are? So we've got one already got fired, which I would have put him second
Yeah.
or third, because I feel like it's tough to fire a coach with a rookie quarterback. But fair enough, they're not, they're awful, so it is what it is.
They are. I mean, McDaniels should be.
Yeah,
Like,
McDaniel
for
won.
whatever reason, they're going to seem to just let him ride. Can you hear that, by the way?
A little bit of a plane.
It's I think it's actually a coffee maker. Hang on one second here.
Oh, well, that sounds like a
I
good
didn't
point.
think it was that loud. Tara's like, "Is it okay if I make coffee?" I'm like, "I think so." But apparently, it's louder than I expected.
I think it's not too bad. I don't hear it too bad. It just sounds
Okay,
like a
good.
plane
Okay.
in the distance.
I
Um,
don't like McDaniel's, and then they're not going to fire Glenn.
no,
Although, let me go back to what you said too, because you know how I feel about this. Nothing makes me happier than that stat that like those guys dress like they're fucking riding a skateboard to the park, and they can't win football games. I think it's great. Like, look the part. You're an NFL head coach.
yeah,
Like, dress like a grown up at least.
dressed like a girl.
Like,
Sure.
come on. So anyway, thinking about other coaches, like if you can't fire him, Saints, their coach is new. He's not going anywhere. Who else really stinks? I think that's probably going to be it, right? Like,
Yeah,
I think it's just the Titans guy for a while, and then Carroll just got there. He's not going anywhere.
mm,
So I think probably hot seat. It's just like it's got to be when does McDaniel's go?
yeah, it has to be. And the GM, like obviously I give Tua tons of shit. I like the GM decisions have been,
Yeah.
including paying Tua.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like the
They're
reverse
second.
of leading a horse to drink. He's like lend a horse away from water.
yeah. Go here. Just keep
Yeah.
chewing on this dry weeds.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love it though. Oh god, I love when Miami's bad. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Did you see the pick that Tua threw?
Yeah.
Like I texted
Oh,
you. It was.
yeah.
I was like, I'm not even trying to say weird, but like, there's 1,000 people playing football somewhere, organized football, that have a stronger arm than him. That was unbelievable. Like there's high school kids all over the country that like he stepped into that ball too, and the guy just
That's
cut
the
it down, and
best.
it was like 36 miles an hour or something insane. It was like what? It was so bad. The one over the
His-
middle. I watched it. I'm like, that's not. Who is this?
Yeah, and we're gonna stay in the AFC East and keep on this. It's my favorite thing on earth where he like goes back and just like all the face he makes and all the strength and everything. It looks like it's gonna go 1,000 yards. Like it's gonna go out of the building. And then
Yeah.
to see him like short as wide receiver, nothing makes me happier. It's just the best.
Just as far as he can.
Yeah.
And then he comes on afterwards and he's talking about, oh, players not showing up, do this,
Yes.
and he's going off, and it's a leadership issue. It's like, is that not you?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a fucking mirror in your house? Like,
And-
you are the leader.
Mm-hmm.
If that's a problem, you shouldn't be telling the media. You should be dealing with it.
And I guess someone tweeted, next player tweeted that his first team meeting or players only meeting he attended, Tua was late to it. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
and then McDaniel called him out as well and said that that was an ill-advised thing that he said in the press conference. He wasn't a fan of it. And speaking of teamwork, you missed it, but the Olay that Tua had on the block, I think it was only a
Yeah.
corner or a safety.
Yeah.
And I get it, like you kind of quarterbacks, they're not gonna a defensive lineman staring you down. I get it, but this was like he moved out of the way. Like he didn't even give like a fake. Like some of them will like get in the way and then kind of dart out. No, he like just stepped out of the way.
He
Like
used to do like the fake shoulder turn and make a guy
Mhm.
run around you or something.
Yeah.
We're not sticking his head in there because he's had so many concussions.
yeah, but it was like the worst out of the way like we've ever seen. Yeah, so AFC East to stay. I haven't looked, but Pat's the first in the division.
Oh, you didn't need to look. I will remind you. Yes.
That's the thing. It's true.
We are in first place, back
Oh.
where we belong. It was a nice round, Buffalo. Like, it really was. You guys had a nice little 4 years, 5 years. You had the superhuman player, and you really didn't accomplish anything besides winning the division. But it's over.
It's over.
back.
It's
We're
finished.
back.
C'est
Yeah.
fini.
We're back. C'est fini for you. We're back, and it's our division, and it's going to be our division again now for the next decade, or maybe more, as long as
Oh.
Drake May's there.
Oh my goodness.
He's unbelievable. The kid is unbelievable.
Yeah, he looks great. That
It's so
throw, I didn't watch a ton of the last game, but the obviously the Bills game I watched all. And that one throw, yeah, the game on the line, falling down, that was lovely.
Yeah, well, and he made a ton of plays. I guess to say it was you like. I wish you would have been here for me watching this game. I'd never been more baffled, and you know how I feel about NFL officials. But I've never. There was a couple calls where even the announcers are like, "Where's the penalty?" They would show every angle. There was one. It was a 60-yard touchdown to Pop Douglas, and they called Diggs for OPI on the contact that was like 5 yards. There was no flag. Both teams, special teams units, are on the field for the extra point. And then the rest came out like, well, no, we got a flag on the play. So scramble, Maisie deep, 60-yard touchdown, celebrate off the field. Both kicking teams are on, and then the rest are like, we forgot there was we had OPI back here, and they're showing it, and the announcers are like, what are they talking about? It gets, and they show the all-22. There's no flag on the field anywhere, the whole play, and so we're talking like, I should go back and watch it. It had to have been 30 seconds after the play, and then they're like, so there's a flag on the play. We're gonna redo this all. I'm just like, what?
As a host of this podcast, so I can't let this slip into a Patriots propaganda piece like it used to be with the Brady days. Now that you guys are good again, everyone's against the Patriots.
No, it was just that was a very confusing play because no one's trying to get them yet because they're not quite running the ship. They will be, but it was a fucking head scratcher of a play. It was another amazing play by May. So I like it.
I got some fantasy team names for you to maybe change. Yeah, which you kind of said it over and over, but you too, amazing.
Yeah.
Or booty always open. I like that one. You can think about that. Nice. Yeah. Or wide open booty, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing booty.
Amazing booty. I'm in 2 leagues and I don't have Maisie in either one. Just because everyone knows, especially the auction, right? I'm never going to get them because everyone knows I want them. So let's bid against pricks. Bunch of jerks in that league. But
true.
all my best friends.
It's great as a fantasy thought. I never take people on my team.
Yeah.
But then it's almost nice to have, like, if you have your own team on your team. This year I did. I was just like, you know what? My team finally might be fantasy relevant. Also, I don't know if you noticed it, but I told Peds, who drafted the team for me, because Blaze's league, they do an in-person draft. I couldn't make it, of course. So I took over Peds' team, and Peds drafted for me. And I said, Peds, I was going to send him a laundry list of things I wanted and this and that. I'm like, no, because that's going to get screwed up. Because you guys are drinking all day and overcomplicate things and whatever else. And I said, let's just make it the Fraser and Peds team. Everything I love, everything you love. Texas Tech, Vikings, and the Titans. So
the Titans are pretty good.
The only thing you can't, because Peds is the nicest guy on earth, and also he's 3 times my size, so I'm never going to disparage anything you did.
No.
However, I hate, and I don't know how I left him off the list because I thought it was just known, but I hate Mark Andrews, and we paid $8 for him. and then and then some other. I wanted what's his name, the Houston running back, Chubb. I wanted him as like a 3rd running back. Somehow ended up in the 2nd. Anyways,
yeah.
But the team somehow was pulling it out here and there.
You're doing all right. Yeah, hanging in there.
Yeah.
I was a giant beater this week. I know you were talking earlier, about how did we let Gilly get the super team?
Gilly's team is outrageous.
I got him on one leg right now, and I beat him.
Yeah, you did. I'm glad everyone needed that.
Yeah. Sorry, Gilly. Tough break, pal. You beating on the weak sisters. Now you got to step up to the big boys and got your ass kicked. On that one.
Stay in the AFC East, the Bills. I'm 90% sure we said this last year, and stressed it over and over when we were picking who the top dog is. And I said the Chiefs solely because of the defense. I think we did full-on rants about this. And the Bills is just a fire hydrant. How can you, even if you think Allen is better than Mahomes, I don't care. You give the defense Mahomes has versus Allen, it's night and day. Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now, if you look at it, the Chiefs are probably the favorite in the AFC again.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just watching the way everyone's playing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they have to come to New England, because then they'll get slapped around. But,
here we go.
Yeah.
We can get the Chiefs a little later. One last team in the AFC East. I can't do it anymore. I've been a Justin Fields apologist ever since I saw him at the Fiesta Bowl against Trevor Lawrence in the semifinal, where he was superhuman, was getting the shit beat out of him, still played through the game. Love Justin Fields to death, but I just have to sell all my stock. I just can't do it anymore. I'm sorry, Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's not good. They need to he's got to be like Cordell Stewart. Remember old Slash from back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Just gadgets and get him on the field because he can still run. He's a playmaker with the ball, but he can't be your every snap quarterback. He's no good.
No, even Jared Campbell, he was saying on the podcast too that he's like, Justin Fields can't read a defense. He's the worst
No,
quarterback at all reading a defense. So.
no.
Just not good for him. And I mean, but I will say I sold all my Trevor Lawrence stock this summer and the last year because I was still getting them in every fantasy league. I was taking the Jaguars to do well last year. That was one of my big bets, and then they stunk again and again and again. He kept on fisting me, and now all of a sudden I stopped, and they're good again. So.
Well, he's so confusing though because he looked so good on Monday. Like he looked fantastic.
Aside from falling on the ground, getting up, falling again.
Still, at least he did that and still figured out a way to get in the end zone, right?
Like,
that's special stuff to be able to be that.
Yeah.
Like he got tripped, right? And by his own guy, he's so good. And then you watch him this week, he looked like he was a freaking fresh out of high school. And the Niners, they have got a good front, but they're missing 3 DBs.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the Niners, sorry, the Seahawks.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, he's a confused, that guy, obviously you can't trust him, which goes back, like, there's only 5 quarterbacks I would trust to win the Super Bowl. I mean, like, he's not winning it. You could go down the list. No one's winning it, but, like, 5 guys.
5?
Maybe. Well, Staffy, Baker, Mayfield, Allen.
Mahomes.
And then, I mean, you could also say, obviously, Drake May. So, and also you can say, obviously, the Eagles could win the Super Bowl and the Bill or
Jared Goff.
Ravens can. Jared Goff,
Yeah. I think that's more like 8 or 9.
I'd like to see Jared Goff reminds me. I'm just going to keep calling it the Kirk Cousins zone, where I guess I've never seen. There's always they're NFL quarterbacks. They're the greatest at what they do. They have some comebacks, but I don't know. I've never seen Jared Goff consistently play from behind and win. So I don't.
No, things need to be right for him. But gotta remember, he's been to a Super Bowl, and now he's with his second team, and he's still doing it.
Yeah,
but he needs to be in the right situation, and he's a killer when he is because he's so accurate with the football.
Yeah. Move on to the NFC East. I've got another mini rant about the tush push because everyone's talking about it. I'm pro tush push, and it happened 4 straight times. And
you can't be pro that.
But here's where I am. 4 straight times it happened, and everyone found it boring and said it's no place in football for that boring. Did anyone watch the fucking Jets-Broncos game? You're going to tell me 3 minutes of the Eagles game was boring, but this? Come on.
Yeah.
How many games did you watch were completely boring?
Fair.
2, everyone was on the edge of their seat. Everyone's like, you're kind of like when you're anti, even in politics, one way or the other, you're like, you can't wait till they fail. And so everyone's just like, please stop them, please stop. They just want it to go wrong so they can say, oh, good, fuck you, we hate you. And then everyone plays in 3 to 4 fantasy leagues, and so that means you're either have him on your team or going against him in one way or another. So
or you're right on Saquon Barkley, and you're just miserable.
So there, you either at least your blood pressure is going up or down, so that's exciting. And then I've said this before, number 4 about the tush push, but just stop it if you don't like it. JJ McCarthy, my quarterback, fumbled twice and got bent in half, which we talked about.
Yeah.
The Ravens tried it this past weekend. They almost fumbled. Trevor Lawrence didn't fumble, so I don't think we should punish Hurts for being able to squat 600 pounds.
I think we're punishing Hurts, but I think, you know what, I said, we went over this on the show before. Mm-hmm. Officiate it properly, please.
The guard was completely out. Like the one,
they do it every time.
It was right there, and they didn't bring it up. I was like, wait, the guard was way before. Like, how did they not see that?
They do it they're coached to do it. That's how it works because they get out in front of the ball. That's how it works.
Yeah,
and but for whatever reason they won't call it. I don't know why.
Yeah, you'd think because I think you said this last week, but you call it one time, especially on a big down, and all of a sudden they're 4th and 6. It's like
4th and 6. There's no going for it anymore.
A game, and maybe it's a game changing, it's in the 4th quarter, whatever that is.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean, if it's there, it's there. Call it.
Yeah. Staying with the Eagles, the NFC East, realistic AJ Brown's trades, and I don't want a Patriots one where it involves future draft picks because I hear all these trade things where it's like, why would you trade a player mid-season, a great player, for future draft picks, even if he's a bit of a cancerous-ish, which doesn't seem like...
Back, right?
Yeah. And no, it's not Ramondre Stevenson.
But let me ask you a question. Who's A.J. Brown's childhood team?
The Patriots, of course.
And who did he cry when they didn't draft him?
So, the Patriots?
Okay.
But do we...
Let's just send him there. Come on, let's just do the guy solid.
next year, maybe. But I think this
No,
year, what could you offer him that makes sense to the Eagles?
no, they're not
Because
trading him. It's nonsense.
yeah,
They're not trading him. Why would you trade
Mhm.
him? Like, it's more teams like the Bengals and the shit teams that need to start thinking about trading guys. The Eagles aren't trading them because at the end of the day, if you do get that one time you might get the tush push call and you are 4th and 6 and they have to go for it, he's still a guy who can get inside position on a corner and get you 5 yards or 6 yards.
Mhm.
He's still going to be that guy. He's just going to win those battles. So they're not getting rid of him. No
Yeah.
chance.
I just thought of one actually, and just popped in my head. Haven't heard this.
Yeah.
Wait till you find out if he's healthy, but both receivers unhappy. Brandon Ayuk for AJ straight across.
Ooh.
We like this.
I don't think the Eagles want him. He's a head case. Apparently, he hasn't even been. The Niners haven't been seeing him at workouts. He hasn't been doing nothing.
Yeah. All right.
He's a bit of a punk. I don't think the Eagles want that.
Fair. Staying NFC East, the Giants are exciting. They might be a team.
Yeah, the creatine whites.
Yeah. The Great White Hopes are all over it.
I'm so Scatabo. Like, he's so much fun, but he's got to just be like inches away from CTE nonstop.
Did you see that meme about how they can't wait for what's his name to be, sorry, the quarterback to be Wheeling Scatabo in their Hall of Fame ceremony?
No, really?
Yeah.
He's so much fun. Like, and it just,
Yeah.
I'm so baffled watching him in college last year. That team, no one took him to the 4th round. I still don't understand that.
And his 40 team was still okay, wasn't it? Like, I thought his 40 team was going to be shit, but it was like pretty fast still.
He caught a ton of balls out of the backfield at Arizona State. He, like, when they beat Texas, he was a one-man wrecking crew in that game.
Yeah, that was.
It wasn't like he just did it against other teams on the West Coast. Like, that was a big game.
Yeah.
The fact that he went in the 4th was nuts to me.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Then finally, like, I don't know what to think about Dallas or Washington. I guess I do know what to think about Dallas. They're trash. Washington, I have no idea. They're not good. They're not bad. They're just kind of in the middle, right?
Yeah, and I think we called that. Well, I certainly did as the regression team. But,
yeah.
It's so wild because there's so many weird turnovers last night, and then Jaden just makes incredible plays too. So he's kind of riding that second-year roller coaster.
Yeah.
But you got to be careful because the Giants, like you said, if they are what they showed in the last 2 weeks or the last week, we forget everyone's all excited about the Giants, but we forget they lost to the Saints 2 weeks ago. So
yeah,
that's tempered a little bit probably, but like I think they already played Washington, and then it was a decent game, wasn't it?
Yeah,
with Russell. So
yeah,
we'll see. I like Dart. Dart moves around enough. And
yeah,
he's scrappy, but he's another guy. Like, he's got to learn to slide, dude, or he's not going to make it through the season.
Yeah.
You're not at Ole Miss anymore. You can't just take on safeties.
No.
They're going to hurt you in the NFL.
Exactly. The Cowboys, I did say this, is my number one league winner for the year was Dak Prescott. And sure enough, he's just lighting it up.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's all garbage time either. Like, these are games that they're just in games, and they're unstoppable. He doesn't even have CD. It's crazy.
He's a rich man's healthy Joe Burrow, I'd like to call him.
Huh.
Anything else on the NFC East?
No, I hate the NFC East. Get out of there. I didn't want to talk about it. I hate it. It's always overvalued, and we always see those stupid teams on TV.
Well, then you're going to love the next place we go to, which is AFC West, and I talk about Patrick Mahomes.
That's all right.
Yeah. I again, the biggest Mahomes homer, but I think it's forgotten. And the last couple of weeks, even this whole season, remind you how he's probably like the third strongest quarterback by far. Like, he's still an absolute animal. Like, you think of him passing precision, and he's twice the passer Hurts is.
Not on the passing precision, but okay.
Twice the passer Hurts is, equal or better passer than Allen. And then you think he's just, kind of but he just trucks dudes, and I don't know. Yes. You can't tackle him. You see his workouts. Like, I watched the quarterback show. His workouts are insane, and yeah. Anyways,
he had that one. I saw the highlight of the one run, and it was like he took like 3 guys to tackle him right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, which would be the quarterback run of the year if it wasn't, or not the week, and if it wasn't for Baker Mayfield. Did you see that?
Yes, he was amazing. That was amazing. Bakey's the best.
He is. But we're on this because AFC West, but MVPs right now, Baker's at the top, obviously, correct?
I think it depends. I saw a few things this morning where Mahomes is number 1, and some odds where Baker's number 1.
And I think it's probably because Baker was doing the same thing. I remember last year he started out this way, but
Yeah.
I think it's just consistency. Like Mahomes has been, you don't bet against a LeBron, a Mahomes, a Brady. They're always going to consistently do it. So I'm sure it's that where the betting companies don't want to get.
Yeah, you can't drop Mahomes to like 10-1. Their ass.
Yeah.
But you know what, Will? Since you brought up that subject, I'm loving baseball playoffs right now because NFL keeps trying to ram the Chiefs down our throat, and I'm just fucking tired of watching them. So I haven't even seen the last 2 games, to be perfectly honest. I kind of tune in every now and then just to see it, but I just watch baseball instead. I'm tired of it.
They've been great games. I've watched them all.
Yeah, like I watched the end of the part of not all of the end, but towards the end of the Lions game.
And the Jags game was back and forth. It was crazy.
Yeah,
even Mahomes threw a weird pick 6.
Yeah, I think I watched that one on PVR, but I was watching other stuff.
It's crazy.
They're just on way too much. Like they got every game has been on primetime with them this year.
But back to an earlier point, I'm glad we're disagreeing on stuff. What games do you want to watch? There's so many shithole games lately.
Oh, I would have rather watched the Cowboys and the Panthers this week. Looked like an awesome game.
Come on, Cowboys, Panthers.
We're in the same old shit where you just watch the team whenever in red needs something, the flag comes out on the other team, or we actually get down against them for an entire game.
But also, Mahomes' losses, we talked about this last time, but it's been a weird Jaguars game, a game in Brazil, and then a dropped pass by Travis Kelce. So for anyone betting against them, I told you 3 weeks ago not to do it. Now buy low. And sure enough, I bought low, and we're looking nice.
Yeah.
AFC West, it just seems like the Chargers are losing players left and right. The Broncos, who knows? They look good, but don't trust them. And the Raiders just not good whatsoever.
I think it was an underrated, really good win for the Chargers. Actually, they, for whatever reason, they always lose to Miami. Like I think they've lost like 4 in a row or whatever it is. Even though it's always the Tua versus Herbert, what we think pick, but yet Miami would win the games. Yeah. So to go all the way across country, all the way down there, missing so many players, and even more guys got hurt in the game to still win. I think that was a good win. I think Chargers are good, man. Herbert should be getting more love for MVP. Like what? Yeah. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I think they're going to make the playoffs, obviously, but it's just kind of back to that consistency is the thing. It's like, what team are you going to get sometimes?
They just got to get healthy. If they can get their own line, if they can get their own line back for the playoffs, and stay healthy, they're going to be a problem. They're good.
Yeah.
I played my Herbert was sweet. When you see me switch hands, like he had the ball, and then the end grabbed him, so he put the ball in his left hand for a second, and then he spun, and then McConkey, and then that was unbelievable. That was as good as the Baker play.
Yeah. The Broncos, any thoughts on them?
Yeah. They got a good defense. It's hard to tell. They're in London playing against a team that can't do anything, but I don't know. I'm not convinced that. Shit, I said this 2 weeks ago that Knicks isn't going to win in a big spot, and they went to Philly and won. So I don't know. I think they're very well coached, and they got a really good defense and a couple of pieces on offense. So they'll be in games. I just don't know that they're a real threat.
Yeah. Actually, we'll go on to the NFC West, but before we do, I want to call out someone, and we're talking about Haskins as well. Kendall Walker ran this. I listened to a million podcasts of fantasy football ones, especially as we go into fantasy season. I heard over and over Kendall Walker is the bell cow, even though I knew, and even you knew, Kenneth Walker, sorry, Kendall. Yeah. Zach Charbonnet, I was always like, he's going to take over at some point. He's a beast and blah blah. But it's pressed in my mind. No. Trust me, the coaches say he's the one, all this. And it's from, I don't want to hate on The Ringer. I love The Ringer, the podcast network. Listen to it all the time. I just have to call them out because they're always wrong, the Ringer Fantasy Show. and that was rough. And then I think it was the same people who told me to pick up Haskins and spend a ton of free agent money. And so I pick up Haskins, and sure enough, he does absolutely nothing.
Who the hell's Haskins?
Yeah, the Chargers running back.
Oh, yeah. I need Vidal Sassoon.
Yeah, Vidal Sassoon took over.
Guy's money.
He sure is. But anyways, he was supposed to lead. Haskins was supposed to be the lead back in Chargerville. No.
Yeah.
Almost cost me guillotine, but staying alive.
Are you still alive in that? Good.
You would have loved it. I wish the Falcons just played Sunday morning, and it would have saved me a 24 hours of anxiety. I had a 50-50 chance of being knocked out in survival like guillotine. I had a pretty good lead, so maybe call it 40% chance of getting kicked out. But
Yeah.
it was still, I was going up against Josh Allen, and sure enough, just my wide receiver, I can't even think right now, who's the best wide receiver on the Drake London, went out for 1,000 points. I'm like, did this game just been on fucking Sunday morning and I would have just sweat this out for 24 hours? I ended up finishing like 5th overall instead of 13th. Anyways.
Did you see that play at the end of the half, by the way, speaking of Drake London?
Yeah.
I like that. I know, like, some people, oh, no, he's got to get a field goal there. You know what? He was a freaking hair away from making the play and making a touchdown. And it's just halftime, and they already had the lead. I love that he went for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that he went for it. There'll be the odd stat guy be like, oh, no, you got to just take the field goal. It's like, nah. You know what, on that situation, I thought that was super cool that he's like, fuck it, I'm going to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Came like 4 inches away from doing it.
Yeah, it's like the people who are saying, "Oh, that hit by the safety was not correct." It's like, well, yeah, try to like pull a pit bull back when he's like just about to hit a guy at full speed in the middle of a game, smelling salts.
No doubt.
But I really don't care about the NFC West. But I mean, there's who do you like? It just seems like I guess only the Rams are half decent. Yeah.
I mean, the Rams are just going to ram. They're going to just keep finding ways. I feel for the Niners, man. They lose Fred Warner. And yet they were still in the game. Like there was a 1-touchdown game with the Bucs. So they're as
modern science improves, my only wish is just that no more sports injuries. I just like don't want to see guys like with torn ACLs and broken fibulas and half all this stuff. Just I want to watch the best players play. I'm tired. Like there's been, especially in basketball, the last couple of playoffs because there's so many fucking games now. It's like people are dropping like flies, and you're missing all the best players play, which NFL, of course.
I know. That'd be great. I hate seeing good players. I see anyone go down, but when you lose good players.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't want to say in the NFC West too long. NFC North, it's kind of a crapshoot. I mean, I think Detroit's still the class. The Vikings are kind of unknown. And the Packers are just up and down. Like Jordan Love misses throws left and right. I mean, not left and right, but he misses throws that you don't expect him to.
No.
And
they're a tough read. They looked so good at the start of the year, and then like they barely snuck out against the Bengals. Like
that's not
they couldn't even,
exactly a quarterback that just came in off the street.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that was bad. And how are they not putting more points up against them? That floored me.
Bizarre.
With the running game going, Jacobs had like his first good game of the year.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns. So NFC North, I hope JJ McCarthy swings it around and maybe he is what
Bears, man. The Bears are only a game out.
Yeah.
A game and a half out. Like
they're frisky.
I know that division's going to be a dogfight the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the only hope, obviously, for you, because your team is one of them, is that they don't cannibalize each other and not get a second spot because they're all just beating each other all the time.
Yeah, which I mean, I think is probably on the pace to do.
Yeah. You think there's still 2 playoff teams in there.
Yeah. What else do we got? Any other divisions or teams we want to talk about that matter?
Well, we don't need to talk about the South because it's Tampa and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? That's all that's coming out of there. Oh, no, sorry. Atlanta's actually been better.
Yeah.
Atlanta's frisky on D.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last couple of weeks. Ever since they took that drubbing. That's the most confusing game of the year, right?
Yeah.
Carolina absolutely. 30, Atlanta nothing.
Very bizarre. It threw so many of those games were thrown off bets, which we can go over later. But it's
nuts.
It is. Also, I saw people claiming Jackson Dart. Where do you go to college first before Ole Miss?
USC.
So USC is claiming Jackson Dart.
Yeah. Awesome.
Which, fine, I'm here for it. I'm claiming Baker for Texas Tech. So I just want you to know that there are 2 prominent Texas Tech quarterbacks as the top MVP.
Yeah, they had the MVP battle. The MVP battle is the battle of the Tech quarterbacks. Hey, it's fair if they're doing it.
So there we go. Texas Tech. Amazing. And we'll get into Texas Tech later, but right now we have the highest combined football team ranking and basketball team ranking in the nation. We are the greatest sports school in the world. And this is all I'm saying. We're the top. By the numbers, Gilly.
By the numbers. And what I
Facts.
sent you today, that thing, they're what, plus 2,000 now
That's
for the
2000.
Natty. You got to sprinkle a
Yeah.
little bit on there, I think.
I already had it. We go,
Yeah.
please. I already had it. I was way advanced to this. I had Texas Tech for the national championship, Big 12 championship. I did the LeVay parlay, which I sent you way back. Everyone, the
Yeah.
LeVay parlay was everything we love.
That's a good one.
Patriots make the playoffs. Vikings make the playoffs. Texas Tech make the playoffs. And then also over for wins for all three. And then a Texas Tech national championship. So
That's sweet.
happy days.
I mean, the playoff one, I think that's pretty realistic at this
Oh,
point.
yeah. Absolutely. I had to side more money on Texas Tech to make the playoffs as well. So
Yeah.
I think we're 50-50 shot unless we really shit the bed at ASU and then
Quarterback's got to get health, stay healthy, man. He's
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
He's a bandit.
He didn't look as good this time around.
No, he sure didn't. And I guess we'll talk more Texas Tech later, but we're the underdogs when we go to Kansas State. If Arizona State has a good team,
Yeah.
but we can talk more Texas Tech when we get to college. What else? What other Titans are trash? The Colts, I guess. I mean, the Colts are just chugging along.
Yeah, they are. They're still a team that's not.
Yeah.
I think they're still a mediocre team that's playing, and
Mhm.
they're beating who's on their schedule, but like they shouldn't have the Denver win. They got beat by the Rams, and yeah, I don't know. They're okay. Denny Dimes is a nice story.
Yeah, good story.
Taylor's a stud again.
Jonathan Taylor is just a beast.
Yeah. And Warren is a stud. Oh my.
Mhm. Yeah, again, back to we talked about this with the Bears, like how you looked at Tyler Warren and thought, oh, he's not the best tight end in the class. It's just the most absurd thing.
Yeah, no, we'll take Colson Loveland.
Yeah.
We had one catch last night, I think, if my memory serves me correct.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I think as the MVP, I think Lamar Jackson should still get votes because the fact that he makes up for 52 players on that team is stunning.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, man.
they go to the worst team possible without the guy.
Here's a good one. If you're the Ravens,
Hmm.
you still think you got a shot, right?
I think you have to, yeah.
Yeah. Like, they can win 5 in a row, and then they're about 500. And they've already played the Chiefs. They've already played the Bills. So I gotta think their schedule gets easier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who they play as far as the NFC goes, but
Yeah.
if not, you got like a week or two. Trade Travis Henry.
Or Derrick Henry? But
That's all right. Derrick Henry, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I know you want. I know the Patriots. You want him over your world.
oh, man, imagine him and Braves reuniting, and we're back. Oh
Yeah.
God, we might start thinking Super Bowl with that.
Okay.
We need running backs bad.
You do need right. Why isn't Trevion Henderson good? It just
He's all right. Like he's all right,
Yeah.
but he's just not like. I actually think that against the Saints, I think we had a tell. The way one of our line was lining up or something. Every time we ran it, they were in the backfield. Like there's a tell there, and there's not much the running backs could do. They were just getting tackled in the backfield. It happened 5 times in the second half. Tackled like in the backfield. So yeah, something weird's going on there, but we'll get it sorted out.
Okay. The Jags are 4-2 AFC West. We talked about them, and we missed something on NFC. Oh no, I guess we
we're good.
went over it. Yeah. All right. What? Anything else on you want? Let's get into college then.
Yes.
Right now, you sent me along the odds to win. I'm trying to pull up our combo.
Loving it. Notre Dame is just marching towards the playoffs. If they can beat
Sure
USC, I love that USC's ranked now, so it's good. It gets another like a ranked opponent on the schedule, which they really, really needed. And USC looked really good too, like against Michigan. So it won't be an easy game, but if we can win that one, back to the playoffs.
We've got Ohio State plus 350, Alabama plus 600, Miami 800, Indiana 9-1. I guess you can also say Georgia 10-1, Oregon 11-1, Texas Tech 20-1, Notre Dame 17-1. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going back, I have to say the one thing about college football, and people are talking about it, but Ohio State's defense is insanity.
Mm-hmm.
They've given up 35 points or something on the season.
Yeah,
it's insane. They're so good.
They really are. And I mean, saying like we talked about before, he's one of the best recruits in the nation that just stepped into the role. So yeah,
they're going to be tough. They're going to be really tough. But once again, this week we got huge games. I love college football now. The way with these big conferences, man.
It's way better. Yeah.
These games every week. I think just in the SEC again, there's 2 top 10 matchups or top 11.
Mm-hmm.
It was Georgia is I think Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And Bama and someone else who's like
I'm pulled up here.
Tennessee, maybe. It was anyways 2 huge games.
LSU, Vandy, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Georgia.
Yeah. Who's Bama playing? Bama's playing the
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have Notre
USC,
Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah.
Like it's gonna just be another amazing Saturday. I love it. Saturdays are better than Sundays.
They are. Utah, BYU, Texas Tech, Arizona State.
Oh, yeah, the Holy War.
The Holy War.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love the Holy War. What a great name.
That is great. The Holy War of a religion that just got created 40 years ago. War. It's perfect. Let's
a little more than 40, but
let's have as many.
Did you ever watch that show, by the way?
Young girlfriends as we can underage as Holy War.
Oh, what was the name of that show? It was on
Lost in Plain Sight, because that's the greatest show of all time.
No, it was like a 6 or 7 part show about like back in the day Mormons and homesteads back in American Primal.
Oh,
fuck! It was good. A lot of violence though, but it gets into like the starts of like Brigham Young himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I've actually heard of it.
Yeah. Check it out. It was really good. But
American Primeval or something like that.
Yes,
American Primeval,
something like that. But yeah, check it out. It was so good, but like batten down the hatches because there's a lot of violence. They don't hide it.
Can I tell you about Lost in Plain Sight real quick and try to summarize it?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched it. I've told skip the next 2 minutes if you don't want to hear what this is about. It is the worst, best show, the most crazy show I've ever watched. I've only had my jaw dropped 3 times in my life. I can go over what those are, like actual jaws, like what? Like I've never, I didn't know that was a thing. It's happened 3 times in my life. I can pinpoint all 3 times. This was one of those times. This show, Blaze, is about a girl who's like kind of abducted by her neighbor, who's like a best friend of the family. They tell the mother, it's coming from like the mother and the dad tell the story, and like this guy, he abducted their daughter, saying he didn't abduct. He goes, we're going on a field trip. Yeah. Takes her to Mexico in his RV, blah, 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 tricks her, says aliens want them to be together and stay together. She's like 14 or something like that, or 13. Anyways, that happens. Comes back. They get upset at him. He sleeps with the wife. Slept with the daughter, slept with the wife. Steals her again. The cops were called the first time. And he was like, cops, all this kind of thing. He then comes back, and I'll try and get through this quick. He comes back to the family and says, hey, I've gone through therapy. The therapist, after slept with the wife, cops, stay away, all this stuff. The therapist says I should sleep in your daughter's bed so I don't have these, like, things anymore. So I have to stay with her. And they're like, oh, okay. And he's like, while I'm here in your basement, I'm going to build a wall between your other daughter's room, because they shared a room. I'm going to build a wall so they have their own private rooms and sleep with their daughter. Again, police, he takes her away, stolen. It gets better, Blade. We're not to the job. So then sleeps with the wife again. Wife finds out. Wife tells husband, I've been cheating with this guy who's also molesting her daughter, blah, blah, blah. And then the dad and this guy have like a talking to, and the dad's telling this part of the story. And he's like, he's like all this stuff, and we're friends, and I don't know everything that's going on really. So I just trust him because he's a good friend of mine. We go on a drive to the country, and the guy, the rapist, is like, hey, you know what? Like, just this guy's here, right? It's just work's been stressing me out. My old lady's been stressing me out. I just need some release. And blah, blah, blah. And he's like, so, can you help me out with some release? Oh. And the dad sucked his dick.
I'm never watching the show. Thanks for the cool notes. I've never watched that show. I was out before that part.
Yeah, it was already the most absurd story I've ever heard before all this. The most absurd story.
This guy's the master manipulator of all time.
And then he managed to get back with the daughter again after this later. Like, this story continues after this. And the mother, through this whole documentary, gives, like, his pet name is like...
Hold on, this is a documentary? Like, this actually happened?
Yeah, that's a real story. Sorry, I should have prefaced with that. This is
I
a
thought it
real
was just
story.
like a movie that was all fucked up.
Oh no, that would be incredible if the movie. This is a true story, and not only a true story, they're all telling this. It's like you have to pay me $1 billion to tell this story that actually happened.
Good lord.
And the dad that told this video on him. It was insane, and it just continues on like that. And I think that disgusts me. Sorry, I'll get back to football, but
Yeah.
the mom kept on calling him like, let's say Blaiso, or no, let's not use our names.
Yeah.
Stuzy. His name's Stuart. Just like, old Stuzy, old Murph dog, whatever his nickname was.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, sorry. Anyways, she kept on calling him by his pet name this entire documentary, not like, and Robert Hutchins did this, and Robert Hutchins is like, old Stuzy, he came around the house. I'm like, how are you still referring to this man as like a nice pet?
He's the master manipulator of all time.
Yeah, he is. Speaking, James Franklin fired.
Oh, yeah.
Owed $49 million.
What a scene that would be.
He's
you gotta just leave, right? Be like, okay, I don't coach anymore.
Because I look at houses like when I'm in Scottsdale or wherever, I'm just like, what do these people do? Because like I work hard, I make what I think is really good money, and I don't get. And you see sports and like coaches everywhere just being paid.
Yeah,
money I'll never make and potentially never make in my entire life. It's insane.
49
to not coach.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's so much money. What would you do with $49 million to
not coach football? I'd be long gone.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there would be football, but he'd say I'd be sitting.
Yeah. And speaking of which, what was that stat I sent you? The Browns are paying 8 coaches right now.
Quarterbacks.
8 quarterbacks. So that's also funny. 8 quarterbacks.
God, they're a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long does that coach? We bypass that if we're talking coaches. Like, how long is that?
Oh yeah. He can't be long. Well, college. What else do we have? Anything else in the college front? Just looking good. Top 5 quarterbacks. Any rankings or favorites right now?
Ooh, I mean, Simpson's still up there. That Mendoza good for Indiana. Win for Indiana. Like I thought that was great. Everyone had been hyping up that Moore kid playing for Oregon. I was thought he was pretty average.
Speaking of Mendoza, I put on the Finaverlin website my bet, which I made. I made 3 Heisman bets. 2 have gone to shit. 1's still alive, which is why you make a couple long shots and a non. Cade Klubnik, long gone, 10-1. Baron Morton keeps on getting hurt, gone. Fernando Mendoza, 55-1 long shot, is alive.
He's very alive. Very alive. Because they still got some big games coming up. If they end up winning the Big Ten, he's probably going to win it.
Yeah.
You got him, Simpson. You know who else is a top 5 quarterback right now? And it's not even me being a homer? CJ.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, and Beck.
Yeah, Beck.
So we'll put him in. So the CJ Carr is like Notre Dame has a dude at quarterback right now. Kid can play. It's really nice. It's fun to watch.
All right. What about NFL top QBs? I mean, it's kind of the same list over and over.
So Drake May, Patrick Mahomes. Not necessarily in this order, but maybe.
Yeah. What around there?
Yeah, for sure. Staffy. Yeah. Josh Allen. And then just because Lamar and Burrow are hurt, Herbie. Yeah, it's got. Oh no, okay. Baker. Fine. Then we'll put Drake in there yet. We'll have to put Baker.
Yeah, Baker. Oh, that's what I want to do. We got to go over like. I've been terrible. I was on fire the first few weeks of our NFL pick, like just picking games against the spread.
Yeah.
Terrible the last 2 weeks. Absolutely terrible. Let's go through these games and just be like, what are we getting wrong? Also, as I've told Blaze, I'm 0-6 on Thursday night games, and I think I've missed every overseas game as well. So
that's tough.
Which I would never bet any of those if I didn't have to. Like, I'm not putting these in parlays. It's just I have to pick a team. I'm so bad at overseas and Thursday night games, apparently. So Giants Eagles. Yeah, I got this wrong.
I want to hear who you pick Thursday so I can fade it and get Thursday right.
Oh yeah, well we can go through. I haven't actually picked yet, but I'm going to pick the Steelers. So everyone pick the Bengals. 5.5 Steelers.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Eagles Giants. Is it just an anomaly, or the Eagles? Thursday night game.
Eagles are going to be fine. They were pretty banged up and 10 days off. They're going to be. They're going to be fine. Oh, at the Vikings, hey? Jeez. And you guys are coming off a bye, too? Huh.
the Vikings have a gauntlet, and then I dropped their defense or traded or didn't accept trades. Like Leroy's trying to trade me the Vikings defense. I'm like, hell no, their next 8 games are ridiculous. It's something like Lions, Packers, the Ravens probably have Lamar back when they play him. I think the Lions again, or maybe they've already played them, but it's just really, it's an absolute gauntlet.
That's tough.
Eagles. Yeah, so I think, there's some of these I keep getting wrong there. Just, I think I have the right idea. Broncos, Jets, you'd think the Broncos, also, go back to the ringer, not to blame them, but they're this guy Vernon, whatever his name was, he said, favorites of over 5.5 points in Europe games are like 15-0 against the spread. Like they just smash.
Really?
Yeah. So what do? Change my pick, and we lose. And how can the Broncos not move the ball? Whatever.
Yeah, that was confusing. The Jets. The Jets do have some players on D, but they just had to put it together.
Again, not to say I have the right idea over and over, but again, right idea. Cardinals. I took the Colts to cover 6.5 points. The spread went to 9.5 because they have Brisket in at QB and they covered. So it's like
Brisket threw for 340,
which Kyler Murray has not done in 38 games. Everyone, just so you know.
It also helped that one of the Colts backup tight ends took out their best corner in warm up. Did you ever see that video?
Yeah, that's crazy. And that was.
I hope he's just gone for the 1 week because that was like he drilled that guy.
And Anthony Richardson took out his eye with a warm up band.
Yeah, he's on IR now. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Should have normal bone.
Yeah. It scares me at physical therapy. They have this thing that they use. Hey,
he wants snuggles.
Yeah. He's such a cute boy. He's so enormous.
He's big, kind of.
He looks like a deer.
He's like a big suck, especially when he's yawning because he wants to sleep.
Yeah. Rams, Ravens. I think I got that one right because obviously backup QB in. Steelers, Browns. That was fine. We know the Steelers are looking good. Browns got that one. Jags, Seahawks. I knew the Seahawks were better than the Jags. Were fine. Chargers, Dolphins. Again, I thought the Chargers would crush the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to believe. Are the Dolphins frisky? Are the Chargers they can't put anyone away? I don't know what to do there. Any thoughts?
That was a rough one.
That's an anomaly. Do you keep on going hard on the Chargers?
I don't think you go hard. I think you got to be careful because you don't know who's going to play.
Yeah.
Until they get Alt back, that old line is in shambles. So I think you got to be super careful with them. They're just going to be a mixed bag the whole time.
Yeah. I think the Dolphins are like a frisky cover team. I have no idea, but I feel like they somehow A-Chain breaks off an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah, they can just blast out points. The Chargers are on a bye this week, hey?
Yep.
Yeah, that helps. Get them healthy. Get them to come back.
Yeah. Let's get into pick sense. So Steelers, Bengals. I'm taking Steelers 5.5.
Okay. I'm taking them.
Yeah, as you should. Correct. I guess we talked this out. No, we won't talk it out because then I'll go the opposite way. I just need to stick with what I'm thinking. But will Flacco give them some semblance of, he can throw the ball, he can run an offense?
Probably not, but if you're 0-6, I'm going to keep that trend going. Mm-hmm. I don't actually think the Bengals are going to win the game.
No.
Yeah. I also don't think the Steelers are a confusing team to me. They keep winning and they're 4-1, but I watched every play, honestly, when we played them, and we should have beat them.
You should have, yeah.
You have
18 fumbles.
Yes, fumbled 5 times and just bad luck and don't recover any of them. Marched up and down the field at will. And even on the 2 scoring drives, we forced punts and there was magical flags got thrown. It could have literally been an absolute drubbing the other way. So I have a hard time. But 4-1 is 4-1, and
yeah.
Tomlin's always going to just find a way to be competitive. So now they have a quarterback who's not going to turn the ball over and have crushing mistakes. They're going to be in every game.
You know what? I'm taking the Bengals.
Oh, no. Right.
But also, you make good points. They beat the Vikings in Europe when the Vikings had no offensive line. It was me at O-line.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have beat the Patriots, and then they just beat the Browns. So.
Okay. I'm just fading Thursday night. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going away from you.
Rams, Jags. I'm going Rams. What do you think the spread is on this?
So remember, this is London, so who the hell
Oh
knows?
yeah. So
Right?
I'm taking the Rams. So everyone take the Jags because the Rams are only 2.5 favorites.
Yeah.
I don't buy the Jags. They have a nice defense. Trevor Lawrence can do some things here and there, but
Yeah, that's a tough one. I have no idea. I think the Jags actually have a bit of a following because they've played over there so much now. But
yeah,
I mean, the Rams are used to playing in front of huge crowds that aren't there. So
yeah, that's their mo. Also, I think like the spread was 3.5. I'd maybe take the Jaguars, but the Rams, I mean, 2.5 is basically win the game, so I'm taking the Rams. Ooh, Pats Titans 7.5.
yeah, we're gonna drub them. The only thing that sucks is how many times have we seen it? The coach gets fired, bring in the new coach, team always plays well. Always that first week, you always get like that fresh coach bump.
Yeah.
So
and 7.5 is a lot of points.
I do not like that at all, but I also think that Vrabel is going to want to beat the living shit out of the Titans. Like, there's no way he's happy. Like, obviously, he's not happy about being let go. Like, he had good teams there. Like, the idea that they got rid of him still makes no sense. He's going to want to fucking bury them. So,
yeah. So, for the listeners out there, we've got the new coach theory, but we've also got the Dan Campbell theory.
Yeah, right. And the scorn coach. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Which power is going to be greater? I'm just going to go with Drake May.
Yeah, I guess if the Patriots can get out by, can take a bit of a lead, they're going to just step on the throats.
Yeah, they'll just keep going.
Yeah,
they'll just keep going.
All right. Well, we'll take your Patriots to cover 7.5 points. I like a quasi bad game, but it's not bad. Where I even saw something with Spencer Rattler, where if he was a top 10 overall pick, you'd be a franchise QB right now. Like he's keeping them in games here and there.
He's not bad.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I watched the whole game. Like and I had huge discussion with a buddy who's a Saints fan who's been telling us that he's good. And I watched him like, yeah, you know what? He's not going to elevate teams to greatness, I don't think. But if he had a good team around him, I think they'd be a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
He's Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a nice...
Happy birthday, Webbs. I forgot to mention you in the text.
Yeah, it wasn't Webbs either, actually. Believe it or not, I know two Saints fans.
Oh, I thought Webbs was a Saints fan.
Yes, but it was a different one that I was talking about.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Spencer Rattler. I always get a couple Arizona QBs confused, but I remember he was from Arizona. I wanted to go watch him.
Rattler? No, yeah. he went to Oklahoma and then South Carolina.
But isn't he from Arizona? Like,
I'm not sure.
I know Rayola is, and another guy that's
yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyways, I always remember he was a top-ranked QB coming out of high school,
big time.
So it's not like he's just some.
Yeah, he's not big, right? He's that'll always kind of hold him back a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's from Phoenix. Yeah, so I remember always watching him like out when I was living in Phoenix. He was like he was a top 2 QB prospect out of high school. Mm-hmm. I mean, with that said, the Bears are 5.5. I don't believe in the Bears whatsoever. Saints cover, if not win.
Wow.
That would be a fun bet, right? What is that? The Saints would probably be around plus 180 or something. So
yeah.
I think that's a fun bet.
Check the weather. That's one. Like you saw the weather play a part last night. It's kind of that it's starting because something tells me Rattler, if it's like rainy or wet, he's not very big. Just I see him kind of flipping the ball.
Okay. Dolphins Browns again. It's shitty games everywhere. Saints Bears. It's a battle of mediocre teams. Like it's not a terrible game, but it's not great. Browns Dolphins awful. Oh, guess the line. Or do you have it in front of you? Damn it.
Yeah. 2.5.
The Browns are favored. Oh my god.
That's not good for the Tuas, is it?
No, it can't be good for the Tuas.
I think you gotta wait till Sunday morning on that one to see what the weather looks like.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Tua cannot play in the cold.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Dolphins unless the weather takes a really cold turn. The terrible games keep coming. Panthers Jets. Panthers are favored 1.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God my team's playing, so I don't got to watch any of these other morning games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Panthers, Jets. No, thank you. Who's going to watch that?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
Panther.
can we just play Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah, it sounds like there's some calling for it.
Like, whenever the guy's played, he's been okay.
Yeah.
Right? He's not a superstar, but like he's been fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. You can't
Run
put Fields
offense.
back out there, man. You can't complete a forward pass.
No. It seems like he's not running nearly as much as he used to either. Like he used to break off 40 and 60-yard runs out of nowhere.
He did just a couple weeks ago, but if your defensive coordinator has any brains at all, you're just keeping him in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, boys, if this guy doesn't run, we can't lose.
Yeah.
Like, they literally can't move the ball if he doesn't run.
Absolutely. A great game. Eagles-Vikings. The Eagles, 1.5 favorites, which the Vikings have 0 offensive line. The Eagles have an outrageous defensive line. I think I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one.
If Jalen Carter's playing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love how you threw that in. Oh, a great game. I'm like, well.
I mean.
Compared to the rest of the slate, that in the morning, you might be right.
Mm-hmm. Who do you got, Eagles or Vikings? Eagles 1.5.
Yeah, if Jalen Carter's playing, I'll go Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles will bounce back. I don't think they're going to, because they lost 2 in a row, right?
Yeah.
They're not losing 3 in a row. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That as well. Raiders Chiefs.
Ugh.
The Chiefs are favored by 12.5 points.
The Raiders always play the Chiefs tough.
And you go back to last year, and like Andy Reid doesn't care about your point spread. They win the game.
Yeah.
They don't drum people too often, especially last year they didn't at all.
Yeah, they'd be okay winning by 9. Doesn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Comfortably be up by 2 scores in the 4th and just kind of march down. Punt from his
feet. Trey Tucker gets an 80-yard touchdown to win me my fantasy league season or week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, little backdoor covers. Giants Broncos is actually pretty interesting, and the Broncos are favored way more than I thought they'd be. 6.5. 6.5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Believing in Vegas doesn't believe in the creatine whites.
No, maybe that must have been to your point of they had a bad loss the week before.
So I think people don't want to get too much. And you have to remember too, the Denver defense is really good. Mm-hmm. and the Giants, for how they looked against the Eagles, which is okay. Who are their receivers?
Yeah, Wendell Robinson and
yeah,
like that's not good.
Slayton's still there. Like who?
Yeah,
that's not going to fly against Denver. Denver's got good secondary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the Giants just fisted me last week, so I think I'll just have them cover against the Broncos because again the Broncos barely beat. Yeah, it's a Europe game, but here we go. The underrated game of the week. Well, underrated teams to start the season. Now they're both good. The Colts and Chargers.
Ooh.
Chargers 1.5 point favorites.
Where is it?
In Los Angeles.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Huh. That's a big.
That's Herbert. Yeah. I think that's the game of the week. Yeah, let me scroll. Oh no. Bucks Lions will be game of the week. But this is
Bucks Lions tonight game?
Yeah, Monday night.
Yeah. So the Chargers and Colts will be the late afternoon window.
Yeah, I'm saying game of the week.
Huh.
I have no idea what to do. That's a coin flip.
Yeah.
It's 1.5, so I'm just gonna say Vegas thinks the Chargers will win, so I'm just gonna go with the Chargers.
There you go.
Especially with Vidal Sassoon running amok.
Vidal Sassoon.
Commanders Cowboys.
That'll be an exciting game, man.
Yeah, that will be exciting. That'll be a fantasy great game for anyone who has it.
Yeah, there'll be points. There'll be points for whatever. They need to get McLaurin back. Mm-hmm. By the way, who could have seen that? Hey, if you're a receiver and you sit out all training camp and then you have a soft tissue injury, what a shock.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Commanders 1.5 point favorites.
I think their defense actually hasn't been horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But those division games, I don't know, man. Where's that one?
In Dallas.
Take Cowboys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Taking the over.
Yeah, the over. It looks like the over is by far the highest.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah. No one else is over 50 aside from one other game, and it's 55.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. All right.
2 more games on Sunday. We got Packers Cardinals. The Packers 6.5-point favorites. The Cardinals are the weirdest team in the league.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, like games that they could have, would have, should have won, like they could have 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah. They had the worst loss in the history of the NFL, I think. Like that one loss 2 weeks ago was so bad.
And Demarcado dropped the ball.
Dropped the ball, and then did you see the fumble ball going around everywhere after that?
Yeah, the interception, and then they gave it back. They intercepted the ball and then got a touchdown on a play.
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to be so smart, just when putting together some prop bets. And after the whole DeMarcado thing, and the coach roughs him up on the sidelines, and he gets fined $100,000. And they, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, okay. And I went and looked. DeMarcado rushing yards, his over under was 10.5. And I'm like, ooh. As if they're not going to give this guy a couple carries early, be like, hey, let's get his confidence back. Like it was a 70-yard touchdown run that he dropped.
Yeah.
1 carry, 1 yard.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Bam Bam Bigelow or whoever.
Nowhere. Who's his first touchdown? They are by far the most confusing team.
Uh-huh.
But if no Kyler probably again, and Harrison left with a concussion, so he's probably out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not taking them.
No, it's not
Packers
good.
Big.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as big as the Packers can get.
Yeah. It's like an okay game, I guess. Falcons 49ers. Niners might have their quarterback back, and maybe Kittle too.
Yeah. Where's that one?
In San Francisco.
Oh, that's a nice game.
San Francisco 2.5-point favorites.
Huh. That's a really nice game.
Yeah.
No Fred Warner.
Yeah.
Bijan looks like a superhuman last night.
He is. He's not small, I know, but he looks smallish, I guess, for a running back, but he's just so powerful. He must be the strongest pound for pound person in the world.
Yeah,
he's so fast and so strong. It's crazy.
Did you see the interview with him last night? The post game.
No.
He was just in a tank top. Fuck.
Yeah.
Absolute unit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
And he's so fast.
Like a dancer. His feet are so good.
And I have to give my buddy Walter in our other fantasy league. He's
Walter?
Yeah.
His first name?
That's his first name.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's like, Josh, I gotta give Josh credit for saying how good Bijan Robinson would. And it just turned into a whole text string. It was
yeah.
Did Josh also tell you to breathe oxygen and drink water? What? We're not giving Josh credit. He's like, this morning he was like, oh, sorry. We had this whole rant. Even Calais chimed in. It was like, everyone bid on Bijan Robinson, the top 2 player in fantasy football. What are you talking about? Josh didn't create Bijan Robinson. And even Walter was very smart, and I love Walter. He's brought it up again this morning. I woke up to a chat. Oh, sorry. Fraser knows all because Josh didn't say that he'd be the best fantasy football player right now. I'm like, what? Everyone said this. What are you doing? And I give Josh as being the feature. Actually, I don't want to spoil it for him. But I give Josh the most credit. He's one of my favorite human beings on earth, one of the smartest human beings on earth. I was like, no. I gave him all the credit in the world. He's not getting Bijan Robinson. He's giving me good credit.
Not getting it.
Anyways.
I'm just pumped up that there's some dude that's not 70. His name's Walter. I love that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a good name. That'd be a great name for a young kid now. Walt.
His name, or a pug. I think that'd be a good pug name.
It would actually be.
Yeah, his name is Walter White, and he's African American. So
really,
yeah,
there's some creative parents.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work out though? If you can't. How does an African American family end up with a last name White? They can't love that.
It is interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of any Caucasian families with an S. Oh yeah, there's Black. I had a friend named Nick Black in high school.
Yeah,
so.
I think there's some. I guess it happens, but the black people weren't as mean to us as ancestors were to them when they first came to America. So
I wonder who chose these last names. Are you Black? I want to be my last name's Black for Nick. Whoever created it. White and there's no Brown or there's Brown. Yeah, Chase Brown.
There's Blue.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there's no Yellow. That'd be a tough last name. Mm-hmm. What's your last name? Yellow. Oh, yeah. That's no good. That'd be a tough one to recover from.
Yeah, green. There's lots of greens.
Lots of greens.
I never thought about this.
Yeah. No purples.
Red.
I haven't heard
no
of
reds.
purple. No.
Red is the first name, though. Happens.
Yeah, love Red as a first name, especially in Shawshank.
Yeah, and Red Gerard.
Yeah.
Snowboarder.
The
Okay. Well,
Red Green show. Remember Red Green?
the red green show. Yeah, that's true. What are they called? Orange. There's no oranges.
No, that's a tough last name.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
It is a fruit. It can't be a name and a fruit. There's no like strawberry last names. Buccaneers Lions. This is crazy. This is a bet of the year. I guess he's no.
What is it?
Have you seen the line?
Nope.
Okay, guess.
Who is it?
Smart reaction. Bucks in Detroit.
Bucks have no receivers.
No.
Detroit 5.5.
You've seen this, you fucking liar.
No,
but I would have gone like maybe Detroit 1.5, 2.5. Yeah, Detroit 5.5.
5.5.
That was Baker, the MVP. Like at worst, he's back to recovering, if not winning the game.
Well, I think if they get Evans back, it'll drop. But if they don't have Evans and they don't have Bucky and they don't have Godwin and they don't have now the rookie,
the Bake Show has no bounds.
Like it's true, but it's one thing like when you're in the game and they can't prep for these receivers they never heard of, like Tez Johnson just flying over the top because he's lightning quick. But now they know him, and now they've seen the tape, and they're like, okay, well, don't let this little jitterbug get behind us.
Yeah, well, I guess Tez Johnson, which I didn't know this, someone has read it, but Tez Johnson was actually one of the most higher recruited wide receivers, so I guess he's actually legit.
I loved him last year. I wanted the Patriots to get him, except he's so small. Like he's so small. Did you hear Baker chime him?
No.
Yeah, he's what did he do? I don't know if he did a flip or he did something.
Yeah, he did a backflip. Yeah,
he did a backflip, and someone asked Baker about the post. He was like, "Yeah, I'd be able to do that too if I was 140 pounds." It just seems like a lot of fun. I'm taking those points all day long.
Yeah, me too. And then finally, Texans Seahawks. I would have thought it would be Seahawks 2.5.
Yeah,
because it's Seahawks 3.5. I think the Texans have been so trash. So I mean,
but coming off a bye,
yeah,
good pass. Stroud's look better. I can't see Stroud being great in that crowd, man. Seattle's a different animal. That crowd is a problem for if you're kind of not a sound offense.
Yeah. Well, still, I think it was 2.5 out of Seahawks all day. 3.5. But yeah, I guess Seahawks could cry. I keep on thinking the Texans are good. Maybe this is why I keep on losing.
I'm taking Seahawks at home for sure.
I may join you because I keep on betting the Texans. Oh no, this week.
Yeah.
And then I think the last game I was like, all right, I'm off the Texans.
Oh, hold on though. Is the receiver okay?
Wirfs?
Nixon or Jigba?
I don't know yet.
Did he get banged up?
He did, yeah.
So maybe that's. Well, no. If the number's higher than we expected, they must think he's going to play.
Yeah, I think so. But I wonder, is Wirfs back soon, or was he back already? He's been back for a bit. Never mind. I was thinking the Buccaneers. Never mind. I was thinking how terrible the Houston Texans O-line is, and for some reason they're missing someone.
Seattle's D-line is really good.
Yeah.
Plus the crowd noise, everything else, Seattle all day.
All right. All right. Well, we did. I also
Bet of the week. I love on that one. Bet of the week.
Okay.
Like
for the Seahawks to win.
Yeah.
My bet of the week is the Bucks to cover, and even I'm going Bucks cover, and then a parlay of the week: Bucks win combined with who's the other team I thought could win that was not favored?
Saints.
So just as like a long shot ish, Saints win, and
yeah.
I think that gets you 3-4 to 1 odds.
Careful,
or more.
You do. I know you're not a Caleb guy or a Bears guy, but Ben Johnson is sneakily kind of put together a decent offense, and the Saints defense was not good.
No. But the Saints almost beat the Bills. Like they kept winning against the Bills.
Plus, if my wish list comes true, which I wish for all the time, hopefully the Patriots get the deal done this week with the Saints and trade for DeMario Douglas.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Deal. I don't think it's going to happen, but it could happen. Yeah.
That was my wish going down there, and I was like, all I want to do is go down there and get a win, and then get DeMario on the plane and take him back with us.
Take it back. That'd be maybe it was like I always wanted it in fantasy football, and maybe it could be the real football too, 20 years down the road when it gets boring, but like whenever you win, it's kind of like Red Rover, you just take a person with you. So like,
right.
So in fantasy football, if I beat you this week, then I would just take your player and so on. Yeah.
You know, that would be fun to do in a league, except you could protect 3 guys.
Mm.
Right? Because you don't decimate squads, but
exactly.
If you beat someone, you get a player.
Yeah.
And the next
And you
week,
get
you might lose them again to somebody. That'd be hilarious.
yeah. See,
We'll call it the Snatch League.
actually, yeah, I like
Or
it.
Yoink. Call it the Yoink League.
I like Snatch. It has a good ring to it.
Yeah, I guess.
we start this up. We'll start a website.
Yeah.
Snatchleague.com.
SnatchLeague.com. We're going to get some interesting hits on that one.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, the way
perfect.
you started off this pod, fuck, it might work out together with it.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I think it's a good thing to end on, right? Make sure to stay tuned for the snatchleague.com.
Yeah.
Fraser will
Copyright
make
that before
podcast.
someone else takes it on us.
We need to. I'll get it right now on GoDaddy.
All right.
And Uncle Blaiso. See you guys later.
Peace.